Picture a bustling poker room in Las Vegas. Players lean in, eyes flickering with suspicion, bluffing, reading one another, but none are cold, calculating geniuses. Instead, you see real people, impatient, vengeful, cautious, learning as they go. This isn't the world of traditional game theory where emotionless logic rules. It's the messy, fascinating territory Colin Camerer dives into. How do real humans actually strategize when their brains hit limits, their emotions flare, and trust teeters? Let's find out. Before you can outwit your rivals, you have to understand the limits of your own mind. Camerer reveals that most people don't play endless mental chess, but rely on shortcuts and simple guesses. In one experiment, Camerer had volunteers play a guessing game where they had to think, "I think that you think that I think." Most stopped at just 2 or 3 steps. No chess-level calculation, just quick mental ballparking. Imagine your brain is a tiny suitcase. You can only pack a few items. Your limited memory and processing power mean you simplify others' thoughts rather than retrace infinite loops. This constrained reasoning explains why you rarely anticipate all possible moves. What's wild, these simpler, bounded rationality models predicted actual behavior better than classic game theory's pure logic. Real humans hedge based on realistic mental limits, not perfect calculations. A game changer for economics and psychology alike. Here's where the game gets emotional. Camerer's research peels back the cold logic facade to expose how fairness, revenge, and trust really drive deals and betrayals. In a famous ultimatum game, one person proposes splitting $10. But if the other rejects, both end up with nothing. Camerer saw many reject unfair offers, sacrificing money to punish greed. Moral fairness often beats cold calculation. Think of vengeance like a boomerang. You throw a spiteful move, expecting pain back, but sometimes it backfires. Players weighing future retaliation adjust their actions, balancing hurt with caution like dance partners testing each other's limits. Business people build reputations like legends, trading trustworthiness for long-term gains. Camerer watched startup founders adopt ruthless or generous styles deliberately, knowing each impression shapes future negotiations far beyond today's deal. The final secret: people aren't stuck, they learn and adapt. Camerer shows how trial and error and observing others transform clumsy strategies into shrewd moves. In a series of poker-style experiments, Camerer tracked how novices shifted betting patterns after losses or wins. Over dozens of rounds, they slowly tuned into opponents' tendencies and began anticipating bluffs more reliably. Think of strategy like tuning a radio. You tweak the dial not by guesswork, but by listening carefully to signals others send. Watching others' successes and failures teaches players new tactics without needing endless trial. The payoff: even limited thinkers become surprisingly strategic over time. Experience collapses uncertainty into predictable habits, turning fumbling amateurs into savvy competitors. You're not born strategic, you get there by learning on the fly. Back to that poker room, those blinking eyes aren't calculating endless futures, they're sizing up fairness, remembering grudges, and learning from every hand. Camerer's behavioral game theory flips the old ideal on its head, showing us the real strategies humans use. Next time you're in a tense negotiation or bluffing bluff, ask yourself, what shortcut is my brain taking? Try slowing down, spotting emotions, and leaning into learning. You'll play smarter and maybe win more. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.